Now,
Oh no, shit, he took the offer. Music. Crazy, crazy. Is whatever down my smoking all the time. Whoa. So monster. Okay. So, this is time together. Even so, I love it. It's everything I remember. Wow, that lightning was crazy. Damn. There's a storm brewing out there. That's off the right shoe. Ah, no, it's the left. That's funny. Replaying the show. That's backwards, but it were $5. Maybe picked up a pair of arrows. The lighting is fantastic. It's Paramerals. Still one, they're older, but probably gonna listen for 25-ish. I don't even know. These might have even been from half price day, which means they were either $2.50 or $5. So that was permanent. There we go. She's like, find something that change someday. So she wants to go to California. That's what she wants the most. Right. Taking that to them. All right, good enough. What size are these? Eight and a half. Still zero. Yeah, that's probably not good for you guys, huh? Ah. Okay. Actually, start listing something. 15 minutes into this. Let's go. All right. All right. I hate this game. There we go. So, I guess I'll put it on shuffle. Brah. Now, here it shows this angled so you guys can see what I was listening, but webcam is attached to the computer. Well, it's part of the computer because it's an all-in-one. So shove it to the wall. Shoes, so many shoes. Okay. This tag's gonna be a pain in the ass to get. It's like all the way back here. That's actually not bad. There we go. Ha. I don't really. I mean, I did like 6 or 7 years ago when I did stuff with it, but it's pretty much just here to watch other people, mainly you guys and a few other people that I actually still watch on the regular. I know the lighting is terrible. This is a pair of they're older, they're Merrells. They're like hiking slip-on derby style. Now you can't see shit because the lighting over here sucks, but right? Well, I'm usually always up late, so I end up watching people on the West Coast because when they go live at midnight, it's 3 here. I'm usually still awake. All right, what are we listing next? I just got like 3 big bags of shoes under here to pick from. I need to get through. Hi, kitty. Gotcha. Here's one kitty. Here's little kitty. Bonita. All right, let's do these solid. If you want, I got crazy prophylactics. Air Force Ones. Yeah, that's Meatball. He's the younger one. He's like 2, and then Boogie's my old lady kitty. She's like 11, maybe 11 and a half now. Oh, okay. I mean, I doubt anybody's. I should say, I doubt everybody's awake. A lot of resellers are night owls, so. But if anyone wants to come join me, I'll probably let this one stay up too once it's over. I've actually done it like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks. Just I don't know, just to keep myself company. And I've only had like random ass people who are not resellers pop in and just like, what the hell is this? And then I explain to them and they go, okay, I'm leaving. So and if you want like a great prophylactics, oh, these things are huge. What size are these? That's 12. Huh. Hey, no problem, chef, man. It's good catching you in the Coliseum live stream earlier. I'll definitely pop in next week when you're finishing that up. Like I said, in any of the SNK games, if you're gonna play, I'll definitely pop in and watch those. Oh, dude, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it at all, man. Get some sleep. So saying pretty fly for a white guy. Just cinco seis. Yeah, right. Beard gang and old dudes still play Pokemon. Always. Ha! There you go, Amy. Hey, you're smart. You figured it out. It's not that hard. See, I wish I was artistic or creative enough to do something like customizing shoes because I actually have 2 pairs of um triple white Air Force Ones. I know picture quality stuff, but I got these. I got them low, and I got a pair of high tops, both size 12s. And I know people do crazy stuff with custom painting, and but I am nowhere near creative enough to do that. So I'm going to sell them to somebody who is creative enough to do that. Which is why I'm really not going to worry about cleaning these up too much because I'm assuming if somebody's going to buy them used on the cheaper end, probably going to do some sort of customization to them. But they really do clean up. I mean, there's it's really hard. I can't even show, but they just got like scuffs and shit from like hitting up on the curb and but a little bit of either ISO or glue on a towel and it pretty much is coming right out. Give it to me, baby. Listen, the triple white Air Force Ones sell super quick. Especially this is the US size 12. So posted in the group. Oh, awesome. Hope people if there's anybody up and they want to jump over. I mean, I said don't expect any high production value or anything like that. Like you get Hustle Couple channel or the reseller workroom. This is just just some semi-stone bearded dude cleaning used shoes, taking pictures of them. But I know sometimes it's just nice to have that, I guess you call it company, just sitting there trying to get listens done by yourself. It's hard. And because I'm not worried about monetizing this or anything, I can play whatever music I want to and don't gotta worry about copyright strikes. No, no, don't worry. I'm not a shoe sniffer. Not to say that I haven't before, but ones that I'm like, these look like they're new without tags. They don't look like they've been worn. A shoe store has a smell. So like you kind of just cut a little smells like a shoe store. All right. That was pretty good. I think I'm getting that out. That's okay. Yeah, why not? Here's a little bit of information. I guess more so if you're at the bins and you find Air Force Ones, and if they're just like trash beyond repair, like coming apart, as long as they have the original laces on them that have this little, so I know you're not gonna be able to see it because I can't remember this little AF1 little metal tag. People buy these for replacements for theirs. So there's, you can even freaking part out shoes, man. It says he wants your title. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about changing this YouTube name because I mean, I don't really do anything Pokemon content related anymore. But I don't know, maybe more of a pain, just mainly because of a lot of people like lives that are going to know me by this name. Not that I couldn't change the name and keep the picture, but I don't know. There's always this little tiny part of me that's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna do more Pokemon pack openings, but I highly doubt it. I wouldn't have enough time. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't know actually. The person I found it out from is Chris Flip the World Texas. One of his videos a while ago, he was talking about because he goes to the bins a lot, and he mentioned that if he ever finds any Air Force Ones that are totally thrashed at bins, you're paying per pound, just pull the laces. I mean, it's not big money, but I think he said you get something like $9.99 free shipping for a set of Air Force One laces. That I mean, if you're getting them at the bins and they literally weigh an ounce, you're pennies into it. And what does that cost to ship? Under $4, pretty much anywhere in the U.S. This is why I don't wear white shoes, is because they just get so fucking dirty so quick. Like I said, I'm not trying to be too thorough with these because I think I'm gonna even like add in the title or into the keywords like customization or something like that. Oh, I'm sure if I just put triple white Nike Air Force One low, you know, and list them cheap enough, they probably will sell pretty quick. All right, I get that. And these were priced at $19.99, which is crazy for the Salvation Army near me, but I did get them on half price day. So blank canvas, there you go. That's a good keyword, Amy. You see, I am no artiste, though. I didn't even think about that. Um, let's go to. Um, why not? Uno más tiempo. Why won't you come off? Come on. There we go. See? I say I'm not going to spend a lot of time with these as I meticulously look over them and notice one more little scuff and one more little scuff and one more little scuff. When I search for Air Force One laces, I always narrow the search to deploy my carbonate lace tips. Definitely select my California Prop 64 carcinogen warnings. Good to know. Yes, I feel I mean, with the California, the carcinogen warnings, it's crazy the amount of stuff that's on. So I work in kitchens and I work right now in a kitchen in a country club. Even there's the most random even food stuff that has like that California warning on it. Full size okay, cool. Makes more sense now. Ah, no. But in all seriousness, there's weird food things like that you wouldn't even think of that have like that California carcinogenic warning on, like almonds. I'm not saying I'm not gonna eat almonds anymore. I'm just saying it makes you think. So many things so big my shoe trees barely like stay in them. That's it. All right, all right. All right, let's get these bad boys listed, huh? Yeah, I know I have some different people that I watched that do shoes. Like you don't need all 12 pictures that eBay allows you to, but I almost forgot the shoe tree in this one. I couldn't even see that one. But I pretty much have like a set, I guess, 12 poses that I put them in. Um, so I don't think 12 is necessary. Really, all you just need is, I think, front, back, sides of the shoes, and then the soles. And then obviously, I always put in a picture of the tag, and I like to do a top view. All right, so there we go. Oh no, no problem at all. I wasn't even expecting you to pop into here. I know it's you guys need to get your sleep. It's getting late. It's unwind time. It's been go all day. Especially I haven't watched it yet, but I saw you like an hour and something, hour and 50-minute hacking video. So nice. Well, I hope you enjoy Better Call Saul. Y'all have a nice night. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And in the live. Thanks for stopping by. Night. Just oh no. See, the fun of doing this in a small space is that it's a small space. Like I said, this area that I'm taking pictures at is also where I ship. It is also my kitchen table. Oh man, that lace is stained. But as much as I want to pull it on, clean it, I'm not gonna do it. It's like an 8 by 8 by 25. Yeah, I pretty much took over like a corner of, I don't know if you'd call it, it's not like a dining room or anything, but my living room is like right here, and it's kind of it's like open, and little kitchen's over there, so it's just like a corner. And I got a lot of shit shoved into that. I mean, you can't see because the way the camera is, but up against that wall over there is my big shoe rack, and then I got another rack with inventory, kitty cornered with like a pull out bin, and then right here is a table where I shit stored underneath, and then I got this computer on. I said, I mean, in a perfect world, I'd love to have like an entire like office or room or something, but that's hopefully for the future. Right. I mean, whatever works. I see there are people that do eBay and other reselling sites who like literally do it out of a van and travel across the country, which is wild to me. I can't even imagine. So there's way more than one way to make it work. So top view, and then the tag. So it's like my biggest struggle on anything that doesn't have a tongue tag for me is getting a good picture of the tag. Oh yeah, that sucks. I said that knock on fake wood. Haven't had one like totally lost that sold. I couldn't find. I did have something that sold that I was convinced was lost, but it had like fallen behind my rack. So so far no loss yet, and um, surprisingly I haven't managed to double sell anything yet. I list on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. It's all my shoes, but eBay and Mercari for shoes and video games, which are pretty much the two things that I list. And I mean, especially with, I mean, my store itself is small. I'm like struggling to keep it at 200 listings, which I guess is not bad a problem to have. Every time I seem to get, up to 210 or whatever, I'll have a really strong day of sales, and I'll be, a strong 2 days of sales, and it'll slowly knock me down. And then see, a couple days ago, I was down to like 180 something, and I got it back up to 200. And then I think today I started the day at like 191, 192. I did sign up and whatever for that flip, the free cross listing thing. I'm approved. I've signed into it, and I still haven't used it once. Um, I honestly just do it right on my phone. I list the eBay first, and then once I get like the listings I'm doing in that session done, then I'll go through and cross post everything to Mercari. And then after like 2 or 3 days of listings, I'll take all my shoe listings from eBay and post them over on Poshmark. You would think it would take like a lot of time, but it really, like, once you get into a groove, it's fairly quick. I mean, the way I do it from eBay is, I open up the actual listing, copy the title, just tab over to either Mercari or Poshmark, paste the title, um, upload the photos, and as the photos are uploaded, go back to eBay, copy the description, go paste the description, fill out whatever I need for specifics on either platform, and just list it. Mercari, I list for the same exact price as eBay, um, and then Poshmark, I round up to the nearest 9. So on Poshmark, all my shoe listings are 19 plus shipping, 29, 39, 49, 59. It just works out better for one, the higher fees, and for like the way sending offers on Poshmark is, where it's like 10% off, 20% off, and 30% off. So yeah, when I first started eBay from Mercari, 'cause I started Mercari first like a year and a half ish ago. I I wasn't able to, like, I couldn't figure out how to like download the pictures off Mercari to put to eBay, and I already deleted all of them. So I was like screenshotting it and cropping. But the only problem was once that got uploaded to eBay, it was just, because it was a screenshot, it wasn't the original file. It was, compressed and it looked like shit. So I learned that I pretty much have to, when I'm cross listing, I have to use the original photos, which is why right now my camera roll has like 6,000 photos that I need to go through and delete. Oh, Kristen, yeah, I know. Super impromptu, but I figured that maybe somebody would pop in, and a couple people have. So yeah, I've heard mixed things about Shopify. I just know the big thing with that is like you, unless I'm wrong, is you kind of have to drive your own traffic to it. So I don't know. It doesn't, it wouldn't be something that I think would be for me, but I understand why people like it. Because I mean, I'm down to try anything once. Like I try to get into Depop with even like things that sell well on Depop, and I would get messages from people like, "Oh yeah, yeah, like I sold and want to get that," or "Would you take X amount off?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," or like, "Send me an offer." And in like 7 months, I haven't sold one thing on Depop, so I kind of stopped posting over there. Yeah, well, nobody else was live, Kristen, and I had a bunch of motivation, and I have the day off from work tomorrow, so I wanted to get some listings done. So I figured that I would just go live, just see. Um, I think um, Dan from Hustle Couple and Amy in their Facebook group. I think he posted the link to this. She popped in here for a second earlier. These are cool. I love Converse. Converse are probably my favorite shoe to find and sell because, granted, for the most part, they don't sell for a lot of money. They flip pretty quick, and I feel like people that wear Converse shoes, they wear Converse shoes. Like they usually don't wear anything else because I myself wear Converse shoes and minus like a pair of Vans here and there, I really don't wear anything else either. Shoes and boots. There you go. Yeah, I have had some good luck with boots, especially like hiking, trail walking boots. But like I probably have like 4 or 5 pairs of like heavier ones that are like more wintry boots, and they take up a lot of space. And of course, like I got them at the ass end of winter, so probably gonna sit until I mean, not that it's not cold and snowy in other places, but for the most part, it is summer here in the U.S., so they will probably sit for a while. Let's see. Like I said, if the background music is too loud, I can't really tell because I just have it playing through my computer just for a little, so it's not quiet. If it's too loud, just let somebody let me know. Like I said, obviously, I'm not worried about copyright claim or anything like that because I'm not monetized on here. So these are different too. I don't know exactly what model this is. I mean, for the most part in Converse, I find the Chucks, the low top Chucks. And then say if you're into selling shoes, Converse Shoreline slips, really really good to look out for. They have like a scrunchy back to them, and the laces don't really tie. They just kind of they're laced up, but they just end right there. They always sell super super quick. Like I just listed a pair earlier tonight, and I expect them to be sold within a couple days. Oh yeah, I can imagine in Colorado you get lots of hiking boots. Sorel. I have a couple pairs of Sorels listed right now, like wintry boots. I have one new with tags, women's Sorels. They're super nice, but like I said, I listed them in like March. So yeah, and then for hiking boots, I've had good luck with the brand Vasque, Vasque, um, and then Solomon boots sell really really well. Just pulled a pair of designer Converse out of my death pile. Maybe John Barbados. I have no skills with shoes or legit checking. With something like that, I wouldn't imagine it would be faked, but then again, I don't know. I don't really list or buy anything that's like I don't buy hype shoes, all the dunks and like I'm not really really big into that. So, but I know there are apps. There are like legit app, and then I know Check's one where it's like it's a couple dollars. You send them whatever pictures of tags and insoles, and they come back with authentic or not. But um, I have sold a couple of higher priced shoes on eBay that have gone through the eBay authentication. Um, they were like older pairs of Nikes, like ones from like the mid 2000s, and I didn't like just from my experience with them. I'm like, yeah, they seemed like they were legit. They didn't seem like they were fake, and I just kind of rolled the dice on them, sent them, and they were authenticated by eBay. So that's true. Alaska is cold year round. Ask Anafisa. Yeah, I really do like the hiking boots and stuff like that. Like they get good money, free on the sell for good money. But my thing with them is I don't want to have too many because of storage. Like if like all the ones I have now, you can't see, but I have like a shoe rack back there. So if I have them on the shoe rack, they take up so much space. So right now I have all my boots on the bottom of like I have like a regular shelf where I have just super miscellaneous inventory. Yeah. they're taking over the whole bottom shelf. But it's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 pairs of boots taking up a whole shelf that I could put way more. I could put hundreds of video games on that shelf. So. But these are cool. I don't know the style of these, like the model of these Converse, but for $6.99, I wasn't even gonna bother looking them up. And they have the which I've seen on Converse and Nikes. It's lunar lawn, which is, I don't know if it's a material, if it's a type of insole, but I found both Nikes and Converse with that lunar, LUNARLON on them, and they usually tend to sell pretty quick. It's a good keyword, just like with certain hiking boots, if they're Gore-Tex, they're gonna make sure you put Gore-Tex in there. People will search for Gore-Tex. People will search for lunar lawn. Let's see. Yeah. All right. And said my Salvation Army too. They don't use stickers for their shoe prices. They decided it's a great idea to just write in metallic Sharpie on the bottoms of the shoes. So it's a little annoying. It's taking up so much space. Yeah, I mean, I will pick up clothing. I mean, when I say clothing items, like shirts for the most part, like t-shirts. But like even get one, fold it, and I have the clear poly bags. I'll put them in, but I don't really have good space to like inventory that or keep it. So I mean, I probably have 10 shirts listed, But if something's worth it, like I had, which took up a lot of space, I had a vintage Champion reverse weave sweatshirt from, it was like, had like a 90s style or era tag on it. It had a big South Carolina spell out, and like it was $3, so like I knew I was gonna make money on it. So it took probably like, I don't know, like a couple months. But it sold like a week or so ago. I don't know, for like 75, $80. So. And I think it helps too with whatever you're reselling. If you have at least, you don't have to have a total passion for it, but just have, if you have a little bit of interest in it, I think it makes it easier. Like I said, I first got into reselling with Pokemon cards, which I've collected and opened my entire life pretty much since I was like 7. And then that kind of like turned from there into like getting rid of some of my video game collection and selling some video games. And then that kind of led me into finding the whole YouTube reseller community. And even like, I knew reselling was a thing, but I really like didn't fully understand it, I guess, before a couple years ago. Like I knew eBay existed, I bought things off of eBay, but like the whole, there are people that make a living by going to a thrift store, going to garage sales, and buying low and selling high. It takes me back to my days of selling candy in high school. I always tell myself I'm going to avoid picking up all white shoes because they're usually on the dirtier side and they show dirt a lot more. And then the last 2 pairs I've done have been all whites. Okay. Acceptable. No, let's see. That's not what I wanted to open up. There we go. I'm in Massachusetts, um, about 30 minutes south of Boston. And I've been in the New England area my whole life. I was born and lived in Connecticut most of my life. And then I moved to Rhode Island, the smallest state, when I went to college. And then I've been in Massachusetts for 5 years now, something like that. SoCal, nice, nice. Different end of the spectrum from here. Southern California is beautiful. I don't know. I don't know if I could ever live there full time, but mentally, I'm living in Southern California. Because if I were ever to move to California, I would probably more northern, um, for a multitude of reasons. But I don't know what's on these, but I think I need some Google on some kind of schmutz on there that won't come off. The foothills, 2 hours north of Los Angeles. Cool, cool. Said I don't know what town, but one of my college roommates and still a good buddy of mine that I talk to on occasion. I was from like an hour north of LA, and he loved it out there. Like finished up college and he moved right back. I say California is really good for like my profession too. Like uh chef by trade, it's my day job, and just the amount of good food out there and good restaurants is crazy. Lots of good thrifting in the state sales. Yeah, I can imagine. And even too with how many like people. I think I saw something where it's like the population of California is like similar, if not bigger, to the population of Canada. So I imagine being like a reseller in California is probably, there's more competition, but as far as like the density of people, like there's a better chance that somebody that buys your item is going to be in California. I would say, you know, I swear like every other order I'm looking and it's provided like, oh, going to California again, going to California. But then there are plenty of times where it's going to New York a state over, it's staying here in Massachusetts, and then maybe I'll save a little bit of money on the shipping. Oh, you're a little bird you went for a couple of years? Hard work, yeah, man, it really is. Especially when you get into this time of year and as it gets hotter and hotter, like it's brutal. Last weekend we were Friday and Saturday, we were so busy, and just over in my little corner, I'm working on like a saute, and I have like a 500-degree like salamander broiler that's like eye level with me. I got like a regular grill that's right next to me, plus all my stove is on. I'm cooking. I got water boiling for pasta. I have a steam table behind me that's hot holding stuff. It's 115 on that line, and I'm wearing black chef jacket, black chef pants. It's it's brutal. It's brutal. I need it, especially getting into the summer. I always make sure I drink enough water because it is so easy to get, super, super dehydrated. I've watched like line cooks legit passed out before from dehydration, just going too long and not taking a second to stop and take a drink of water. Whatever this stain is there, it's on these Converse doesn't want to come off, and I'm about to just leave it. Everything else got clean, but there's like this little, I'm sure you can see it there. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it was. Hungry people are hard to please. Yeah, ain't that the truth? And especially where I'm at, it's a little tougher because it's a private country club. So like you get a normal restaurant, there's always your regulars, right? And you think, oh, the regulars are the easy ones, are the ones that are in here all the time. They kind of order the same thing, and that would be true if the entire restaurant wasn't regulars. Kind of creates a little bit of a sense of entitlement. And everybody comes in at once, but everybody's like, oh, but it's me. How come? How come I can't get bumped up in the orders? How come it's kind of a pain. I do love it though. I love, 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 love cooking. Rather dig dishes than cook. See, no way. Put me out there. I am way too pasty white to be out there in the sun. I will sweat my ass off in the kitchen before I'm out in the blazing sun. Be looking like a lobster by the end of the day. Yeah, hungry people definitely hard to please. And then you go hungry like drunk, loud people, even worse. Still mad that I couldn't get that off, but I ain't gonna waste too long on these. I mean, I haven't looked up the comps on these, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be 30. In this condition, I might even list them at like 25 to get them out of here. Okay, price. Agua. Speaking of water, construction for 20 years. Whew. 3 years part. So you just went full time, dude. Congrats, congratulations. That's awesome. I mean, it's anything that you can do where you work for yourself instead of somebody else. I think is awesome. Why bust your ass to build somebody else's empire when you can just bust your ass to build your empire? You can do construction. That's something that I don't think I could ever do. I think anything that required me to be outside for an extended period of time, especially during the summertime, be a no go. I said I'll take the heat of the kitchen, but not the heat of the outside. All right. Actually, before I take these pictures, checked some of the offers. Do. Oh, nice. I don't even. No, I didn't. I didn't notice. Like, right, it must have been like right as I was going live. I didn't even get to hear the ching or anything. It's gonna show. But I sold a pair of boots. Actually, that's weird when we were talking about boots. A pair of Timberlands, which is good. Get that space back. And they were the same ones that some guy's been sending me a $20 offer on for like 2 days. And first I counted a couple times, and then I just straight declined it because he kept coming back with $20. And the last time I sent out an offer, I went to him and a couple other people. I sent out, which is $33.99 plus I think I have them for $14.99 shipping, and they were listed at like 50. So that was a good markdown. That was like 20% off listing price, and it looks like somebody came and scooped them up. Yeah, I found that Kyle. Okay, I'll try to remember that Kyle. I found the same thing with like landscaping too. I've worked with a lot of mainly like people from Brazilian guys who during the daytime they go work landscaping from like 7 a.m. to 2, 3 in the afternoon. They take like an hour in between that to go get something to eat, and then they go to the kitchen and then work from like 4 to 10, 11, 12. I've worked with a lot of people that did like landscaping, construction, and all that as their main gig, and then being a line cook was kind of like their side hustle. Like they pick up hours here and there just for a little extra spending money. Let me get off my chest. Don't make sense. Don't do. This girl's been in building for 35 years. Wow, 35 years. Kind of secret, Kristen, but 35 years is longer than I've been alive. Thankfully, he's in the office now. Building is hard on your body. Absolutely, it's something you don't want to do towards the end of your work career. It'll really wear away at you. And Kyle said, "I did mainly concrete. It was brutal, but pays." Yeah, that's one of the things I guess you take as a trade-off. That if you're gonna do one of those jobs that where you are putting your body through some abuse, you might as well at least get paid well for it. And I said, "You're not gonna see me, killing myself or breaking my back to make pennies. It's not worth it." All right, Converse with a little stain that won't leave. Let's get you listed. Orange juice. No, what did you do before you were a retired reselling grandma, Kristen? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer. I was just curious. What kind of jobs do squirrels have? Professional nutcracker. I don't know. I don't know. To me, you give off the vibes like you'd be like a really, really cool art teacher, and I mean that in the best way possible. more constructive than I, but not handle with myself. I hope, yeah. Right. Picture that lunar lawn lining, or however the hell you say it. No. Size tag. US 8. US 8, UK 5.5. 1.32 pounds. 0.3 pounds for a priority shoebox. That means it's going to go 2 pounds. All right, 1, 2, 3. I got like 5 pairs so far photographed, ready to list. I've tried both ways, like taking the pair, taking the pictures, getting everything, all my pictures, and then making the listing immediately after, or going in batches and doing 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs at a time, and then going and listing them. And I really can't say I prefer either way to the other. I don't know. I used to do batch forever and ever, and I started doing single listings, and now it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. Oh wow! The good thing was I finally made it to the end of this giant Sabres bag of shoes that we can go through. One pair of left in there, some Clarks, and then some insoles for some Adidas that were like shoved into a pair of very topsider boat shoes that also had their original insoles in. So these were in on top of them. So I really don't know if I'm ever going to use them for anything, but I feel like the minute I throw them away, I'm going to find a pair of Adidas with no insoles that are this size, and I'm going to be kicking myself for it. All right, if I remember correctly, these really needed some cleaning. This is anybody else out there that's watching or selling shoes. I have really, really good luck with. I'm just gonna focus on there, and it's backwards. But Clark's the brand. They sell so, but these are called Cloud Steppers by Clark's. I found them in like they do like styles like flats, wedges, but any of the Cloud Stepper by Clark's, at least for me, always seem to sell pretty quickly. As long as they're priced right. I won't pick them up for more than like $6 or $7 maximum, because they usually sell anywhere from 22 to 28 plus shipping. I'm a mess. I do different things like every time. Whatever works, like in the beginning, I was the same way. I did stuff all different ways, and then tried to kind of work it down to where I kind of get myself in a rhythm or a routine. But like I said, as far as whether or not I take pictures then list or take 4 or 5 sets of pictures then list, doesn't really change my process a whole bunch, because I'm still taking the pictures the same way. I'm still listening the same way. And Kristen says I batch. I do a ton of pics, then I can list them at night, and when I watch the chats or while I'm riding in the car waiting at dentist or whatever. Yeah, I do like that too, to be able to have that, kind of in my back pocket to be like, oh, I have a free, 10-15 minutes here. I'm gonna go see if I can get a couple of these listed. And I can do that no problem. I know there are people who they can't, like they're tangible people. Like if they're not holding whatever the item is they're selling, they can't list it if it's just off a photograph. For me, I don't have any problem doing that. I can, have pictures that I took, say, a month ago, and then just go back into the listing as long as I have a picture of it on. Like I just have a little. This is like a cheap um Amazon, like I think it's like a food baking scale, but it's literally just for like mainly shoes, and anything else lighter first class. Just as I'm listening, the last picture I take is of it on the scale, so I have a picture of the exact weight, which really helps when I'm doing cross posting over to Mercari, because I try to use the Mercari shipping labels as much as I can, and their weight ranges are weird. They don't have that. They only have 3 different ranges for first class. And I think after 8 ounces on Mercari, it's just 8 ounces to a pound is the same range. They don't like cut off 8 to 12 and go 12 to 16. See, because you see, it's so easy. You list on your laptop, you just drag them in. I still haven't tried listing on the desktop. I don't know, because I take all my pictures on my phone. So, and then there's that new feature where like you can like take the pictures on your phone and then like somehow like pop them over into your eBay listing on the computer, which I guess is, or like start the listing on your phone and go to the computer and finish it. But I feel like if I'm already starting the listing on my phone, I might as well just finish it, and I've gotten quick at it. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll try it out and realize I like it better. You keep all your pictures in iCloud, you think you have 40,000 pictures. I mean, there are definitely pros and cons. What I should do, which is what I tell myself I'll do, is once something like sells and is like delivered, I'll go delete the picture. But I've just been so bad about that. I think I have like 6,000 pictures right now that a lot of them are, from the last old ones from over a year ago that are long sold and dropped off of eBay. So I really should go delete it for space, but I'm just being lazy. $2.99 a month for 2 terabytes of storage. That's honestly not a bad deal. And I mean, if you're using that for, your regular backups, you're backing up your regular pictures, whatever you have on your phone, you might as well take advantage of that too. I mean, I don't even know how many pictures it would be to fill up 2 terabytes. I feel like you couldn't fill up 2 terabytes of pictures even if you wanted to. So, all right, yeah. See, they definitely need some cleaning. They just kind of like full of like scuff marks, but they were $4.99. You can't really see that. It's backwards. They were $4.99, so $5. Wasn't on half off there or anything, but um, for that price, I haven't comped them yet, but I'm assuming this wedge style cloud stepper is probably going to be anywhere from 22 to 26, plus shipping. So I should delete, yeah. Well, and I think that I probably will keep procrastinating it until it becomes a problem, like till my phone yells at me and tells me, running low on storage space, and I have to bite the bullet and go through, delete them. But at least initially, I'm always just so concerned that like there are people like, oh, once they're on eBay, like who cares? Like they're on eBay, just delete them. But then if anything ever happened to that listing, or if like I don't know, I'm just paranoid, and I don't want to have to do the work over again. Like I already took the time to take the pictures and whoever. I don't want to have to do it again. You'll see your videos on your phone. Okay, I have way too much stuff stored. Totally need to delete. That's what's it's so crazy about like how quick smartphones, like cameras and video recordings from the cameras, like how much they improved in quality so quickly. Because like, I remember like my first smartphone I had was like an old HTC, and I think it you had like a 3 megapixel camera on it, and that was just my first like smartphone that I got. I was sophomore in college when I got my first smartphone. Like my first cell phone with a camera on it was probably like end of high school, and it was I think 1.3 megapixels, and like at the time it was like, oh my god, look how awesome these pictures are on this phone that I can carry with me. But it's so comical to look back at it. Those actually didn't clean up too bad. So I think people would pay for an app that stores your titles, pics, etc. in a spreadsheet, basically a camera app with some bells and whistles aimed at resellers. Absolutely. I think that that's something that a good amount of people like in the community I think would use. But as far as like, I don't know. I mean, I guess they make way more niche apps and stuff. If the app partner with the platforms to make import details actually work, it would be good. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know how you are with a program. I want you to get on that. I will if you're gonna make if you want to make that and sell it, I will be your first customer. Although, to be honest, the like I guess the titles and stuff aren't as important to me as the pictures, because as long as I have the pictures, I can go. Well, I guess with what I sell, 'cause it's using video games, I can just go relook it up so quick, and I can have a title ready to go. But once my pictures are gone, they're not coming back unless I take them again. So, who knows? Maybe that's something that Flip will end up doing. They really kind of seem to be trying to do a lot of different things for like for resellers. So iPhone 8 is fine. You can set it up to take good pictures and take a lot of videos too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like anything like pretty much like iPhone 8 and newer, like the picture quality is still good and still holds up. Even like the phone that I have isn't a super expensive phone. It just I think it's a Samsung Galaxy with a bunch of random numbers on it. It's a cheaper model. I think I paid like 200 something bucks for it new, and it's a couple years old, but it takes great pictures. I mean, great for what I needed to do. I am on Flip as far as I applied, got approved, and like set up my account and everything, and that's as far as I got with it. For no reason other than my own sheer laziness and the fact that I prefer listing on a phone. If they had an app too, I would be all over it. But even since I've been improving, for and have it, I've still been cross posting manual like I always have on my phone. So maybe I'll give it a chance and try it out. I'm sure if I just went and did it, I would love it. But and I know they have the like the posture share or whatever on there for free too. So right now I'm using posture VA just for sharing, but I did like I think it was 2 week free trial of it, and that was in March. I mean, you didn't have to like put a credit card or anything. I just signed up for the free trial, and it can't do everything that obviously the paid for version has, but I can still set it and it'll share my closet, and it will let me do up to like 500 follows as far as like following newly listed or new closets or new people. It'll let me do 500 a day. So I've just been following 500 people a day and using it to share my posh closet 3 times a day, in the morning, the afternoon, and the nighttime. So pictures on my phone, tap the screen, hold focus, and swipe up that for brightness. Yeah, I didn't really mess with brightness and anything in pictures for a while, but as of recently, I've noticed like right in my camera app, like as I'm taking the picture, there's a little brightness slider, and I can kind of adjust that and lock it and unlock it. So if it's my lighting doesn't seem like it's doing good this day or for whatever reason, I can go set that up and do it. I've tried it a few times. Person said I like the extras you can do on the laptop by using Mac. Yeah, I've heard from many people that Macs are good for that kind of thing. I've been a Windows user, PC user forever. I've never. The only like Apple products I ever had was I had a couple iPods back when they were still a thing. But for smartphones, I've always had Android, and then for computers, I've always had Windows. So really for no reason other than I know the interface, I know how to use it, and Apple's just always seemed like it's so like you're paying extra for no reason. Like it's just I understand it's a premium product, but I don't know. I'm just a cheapskate, I guess. Yeah, I think if you do any sort of content creation as far as like making videos, editing videos, especially with stuff like music production, I think it's probably the best idea you get a Mac. Um, I said I've heard iMovie is really easy and good to use. And then what's it called? There was the music one called Mac GarageBand, I think, for like doing music stuff. So you grew up on Windows, but I am in love with my Mac. I'm sure that'd be one of those things that if I got one, I would be like, oh my God, why did I wait so long? But PC is so not intuitive. That is very true. But I don't know. I just feel like you can do more with it as far as everything from customization to what you can actually put on it. I'm always a bigger fan of like more open operating systems and everything, you know. Like even though I'm not going to do all these different things, it's still nice to have the option to do all those different things, you know. All right. Speaking of Poshmark, oh no, guys said I thought I made a sale. I mean, I got a 5-star rating for a delivery or for something I already sold, but that is not as exciting as a new sale. I spent an hour today losing my music downloads, vanishing into the meters. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this sticker off. I'm trying to learn how to edit videos and music. A Mac would be nice. Yeah. I think if that's something that you really want to get into, like doing video editing and the music, I'd say just get yourself a Mac. And that's even something too. Like I would say, don't go out and buy the newest, latest, greatest, big bells and whistles. Even if you're not looking for a laptop, you're looking for like a desktop kind of setup. A Mac, any Mac from the last 5 years, 4 years would suit you. And I think now, like prices are finally starting to come down on the secondhand market because for a while with the chip shortage that was going on, even all the used ones, people the prices like everything, like used cars, used technology prices just started going up because they weren't able to manufacture as many new ones. Good enough. I don't even know if I really need a shoe tree for these ones, but I like the way that it looks. This is true. Sticker residue. There we go. All right. And after I take a picture of these, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do listings for. So if you thought watching me rub down shoes with a towel was boring, wait till I'm just staring at a phone taking pictures or listing from pictures of those rub down shoes. Really high production quality I've got going on over here. Oh. And see, I don't know if YouTube's gonna get mad at me. I know, like, was it TikTok or something? Like, they don't allow people to like vape on their videos anymore. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, why not? That's good. All right. These cloud steppers. Creeping across the pages of night. Saw a dude having on Whatnot last night. Literally, he did it for 5 minutes. Oh, jeez. Some fucking red hot banger hits. Oh, no, thank you. I like my dabs. Super low temp, super terpy, very tasty. I'm old, I don't dab, but I know that tiny glass bowl was hot as hell. Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I do, but I really do prefer just regular good old buds. That's my favorite. Much more. I said, there's nothing more enjoyable after a nice long hard day at work, hot day working in the kitchen, come home and just roll up a nice joint, and just relax. That's a big home. Which I can imagine it probably destroyed that dude's lungs too. There's no need to. There's no need to heat it up that much. Oh, kids these days, yeah. Say, oh, it's just a state of mind, man. Like I said, I don't know how old you are, Kyle, but you probably still consider me a kid. I turned 30 at the beginning of this year. Hey, there we go. What do we get? What do we sell? Something. 42. Okay. What you guess? You got 12 years on me. Yeah, cool. Okay. Hey, cool. And they paid. That's right. Not that you guys can probably see, and it's going to be backwards. Yeah. I sold Hey You Pikachu for the N64 with the little adapter for the microphone. I didn't have the microphone, so if I had the microphone, I probably could have gotten like 30, 32 bucks for it. But with just I guess it's called VRU plus the game, I got 24 plus shipping. So 13-year old and a 15-year old. Yeah, 13's a fun age. Listen, my younger daughter is 10, and oldest is going to be 14 in July, which is crazy. Come on. Okay, camera. There we go. I'm stressed, press my brain just like acid plane drops me over Jane as long as it makes the plane stop. Come on, focus. There you go. Once again, another size tag. It's like all the way up here. Don't they know that we need to take pictures of size tags to make them way more easily accessible? There we go. I didn't know these are a wide. These are a 9.5 wide. Okay. Probably not. Yeah, they're going to be over a pound. So these are going to go out 2-pound rate. Use a densmer. That's a good idea, actually. I never thought about that. I always end up doing some weird contortion move, bending it open, zooming in. I said for most shoes that I get, it's really they're usually like right on the tongue, or even like the Nikes that are on the side. It's not difficult to see, but every once in a while, we'll have a pair where it's like I can see it with my naked eye fine, but trying to like get my phone like the angle correctly to get a picture. But something that looking to probably can get one of those fairly cheap off Amazon, I would imagine. All right. Map up setting for zooms and preset the light for zoom to come in at. Okay. Now, are you using a iPhone or an Android? And I guess it's depending on either one you're using. Do you just use the stock camera app to take your pictures, or are you using like a separately downloaded app either off the Play Store or the Apple Store, whatever it's called? Use iPhone, okay. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I know nothing about like the iOS um interface or whatever. I had like an iPod Touch, and that was the last Apple device I think I ever used. So, oh, okay, right. Just taking a picture of the app that you want to build. Okay, that's what you said. My app will have the settings. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you're like you do app design. I mean, super crap all the time. Hey man, it's not stupid if it solves a problem, and it's also say it's not stupid if it works. So no, I wish. Yeah, that's something that it definitely super interests me. Like I love technology and everything like that. Um, and even back in like high school and stuff, like learning how to build super simple websites through HTML. Oh, that was just they paid, which I guess is a good thing. I learned how to build like super like simple websites with like HTML, and I always told myself I was going to try to learn how to do like C plus or C, try to something with like coding actual computer programs and stuff, but I never really went anywhere with it. Yeah, I have all the idea part is the one you got all these great ideas, but well, finding somebody that can turn those ideas into reality is where it gets hard. All right, well, that's cool. A couple of two sales in the last about 2 hours. I'll take that. And whether I'm going to be nice enough to pack those up tomorrow morning to bring post office with the rest of my stuff is a different story. But let's go start listing these. Actually, let's go delist from Mercari, that video game. I'm not gonna jinx myself because earlier I said I've never double sold anything. Don't let me know. I'm not gonna forget right now to delist this and sell it because That would be bad. Okay. Hey, you Pikachu. Hey, you Pikachu. That's another thing I do, which I don't know if anybody else does who cross posts. At least with Mercari and Poshmark, if something sells on eBay, I don't like delete it. Like on both eBay or on both Poshmark and Mercari, there's an option when you go into your listing to like delete the listing. On Mercari, I deactivate it, and on Poshmark, I like mark it as like not for sale. So on Poshmark, the listing is still visible to everybody. On Mercari, I can still see it because I've had times before where like somebody say they buy something on eBay, it sells, and I'll go delist it, and then they never pay for it. 4 days goes by, unpaid bidder thing, cancels it and it relists. That way, I don't have to go make a brand new listing on the other platforms. I just go reactivate it on Mercari and then go change it from not for sale to available on Posh. And I guess same thing goes for if you can get a return. Um, and actually, I had somebody open a return earlier on eBay for a pair of shoes that were a size 8 extra wide, and noted that in the listing title, the description, the specifics, everything. Picture of the tag. Person bought them. They got them actually today, and then they opened up a return saying, "You sent me a size 8 4E. I wear a size 10 4E." Well, yeah, I sent you an 8 because that was the shoe that I had for sale. So when I get that back, instead of having to go worry about going and creating the new listing again for Mercari and Poshmark, I'll just go into Mercari, find it, reactivate it, go to Poshmark, go mark it as available, and then in eBay, the same thing. I'll in my unsold, so just go kick it right back over. I don't write it down. It definitely, I guess, does take up a lot of mental real estate, but I've always been very good with like my memory for stuff like that. Instead of working in kitchens my whole life, I don't know if it's just from like reading orders and stuff all the constantly. I'm very very good at keeping stuff up here. Like at the end of a busy night, I can go back and I can recall like tickets that I made, and I can tell you what server rang in it, and I can tell you what the our we have the names of everybody who's ordering because it's a private club. I can tell you what member ordered it. I can tell you what they got, down to modifiers. Could have done that in my early 30s. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how long that mental capacity is gonna last, but might as well make use of it. Well, I don't know if I'd say I have a true photographic memory, but I have somewhat of a photographic memory, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Dollar babies. Yeah. It's okay. I've always been told that I am an old soul. So I don't know if it's a compliment or not, if it's just a way of saying like, you already figured out life sucks at an early age. So, I said not that the number really means anything, but I'm 3 feedback away from hitting 100 positive feedback on eBay. 97. I want to know what the next color star is. It's been blue from since 50. So all right, list. I'm just living here, guys. Got to go. Have a great night. Glad to see you do a live. See you next time. Oh, thank you, Chris, and thank you for stopping by and hanging out and keeping me company. I appreciate it. So I've been going. Wow, it's been almost 2 hours. It's 12:44 here, so I'm probably gonna finish up these listings. All the pictures I'm taking of shoes. Probably be getting off here in 20 or 30 minutes. But seriously, thanks again for stopping by. I'm sure I'll see you around in live streams within the next day or so. So have a nice night. Age is really just a number. That's absolutely true. Like an old boat or an airplane. It's about the use and the maintenance of the unit. Yep. It's like that with a lot of things. I mean, if I like try to correlate it to my profession, cooking, I've used like a flat top grill. I've used a flat top grill that was like 4 or 5 years old at the time, like still new. And I've used one that was 25, 30 years old. I prefer the old ones, to be honest with you. They were made better. They keep seasoned better. No, not at all, Kristen. It's as far as I'm concerned, you're 29, so you're younger than I am. Good night. So which was first? Nike. All right, so they are 315122-111. 122-11. Wait, wow. I know that the Nike Air Force Ones at triple weight were most popular. There's over 1,100 listed on eBay right now, 1,100 plus. Just searching Nike plus that, plus the model number or style code, or whatever you want to call it. And then 1,200 plus solds. So it's always good when there are more solds than there are listed. So it looks like they're going for around, in the condition that mine are in, 30, 40-ish. I don't know. Let's see. That's something I learned too with shoes, especially like the ones like this, like Nike Air Force Ones. When you're trying to find comps, I guess technically, if that's how you wanna, how you do your percents, yeah, there's 1,100 listed and 1,200 sold. So, but with something like this with shoes specifically, I will also go filter it by the size that I have, especially on like ones that are, you sold the keychains, oh nice, but especially on like, say there's a pair of shoes and say there's 20 listed and 10 sold. But I'll go look through the solds and see what sizes. So say, it's a men's shoe, 60% of the solds are a men's 10.5, and you look and there's no 10.5s listed. You kind of control the market. So then obviously there are certain sizes that are going to be a harder sell. You got a super small men's size, unless you do the conversion for women's, like there's not many people looking, there's not many people looking for a men's size 6, or bigger in women's sizes. You like I've found a couple of like women's size 12s and women's size 13s, and it's like, well, you think it'd be a little bit more of a tough sell, but I'll usually end up pricing those up because people that have really big feet or really small feet tend to shop for the shoes online, especially men with really big feet. Like if I any pair of shoes I find that's it's like a size 15 or higher, even if it's not a brand that I don't think is a good seller, I'll still buy it because if your feet are that big, you're not walking into a Foot Locker really or a normal shoe store, and they're not gonna have many options for you. Yeah, redesigner shoes. I will usually only do it if it's like I said, if it's a small men's size and it's something that I it's like a style or a colorway I think that women would want to wear too. I mean, not that I mean it's fucking 2022. You wear whatever color. My favorite color is purple, so it doesn't it doesn't really matter. But like I have this pair of Adidas. They're like like Marvel Black Panther. Like limited edition ones. Like they're like Dame Lillard fives, but they were a men's size 5.5, and I just can't sell them. I've listed them as a men's 5.5. I've done the conversion and listed them as women's. I've done the conversion and listed them as like youth or boys, and they sell really well in normal sizes, but I just can't. I can't give them away at this point. It's weird. Nike size 16. Oh, absolutely. And even you might not think so. At first, I thought the same thing, especially for those bigger sizes. You're like, oh, they're not necessarily going to sell quick. Um, like then depending on what you think of as quick, but if it's especially if you have like three or four, five, six different pairs of shoes, all that size, get them in your store. I've sold two size 15 men's Adidas on actually on Facebook Marketplace, and they sold them to the same person. Um, it was like 2 weeks apart. Like he bought the first pair, and then in that time, I'd gotten another pair that size and listed them, and he came back and he bought that pair for me too. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about like what you're paying for them versus like looking at the numbers, looking at the comps, like what they sell for. If they're you're paying $20 for those Nikes and they're only selling for 30, like it's not worth it. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid of the big men's sizes. I'd be more leery on larger women's sizes and smaller men's sizes. But larger men's sizes, they will they sell, especially like larger men's sizes in a wide. Like if you can find a like a 13 wide or even a 13 extra wide, because usually people that have bigger feet like that usually also have wider feet, so they're looking for the wides. Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. And Nike, honestly, Nikes out of all like the shoes to try to comp, Nikes are like the easiest. You just go on eBay and it's like six pairs, about 20 2010 ish, 20 to like $2210, or you're saying like they were from like 2010, because especially with like Nikes, older ones can be more desirable. But like I said, Nike is the easiest. You just go to eBay, you type Nike, and then on the tag 2010 year. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, at this point, it's old enough to be old. You know, if something's like 4 or 5 years old, it's kind of like eh. But I mean, at that point, I mean, 2010, that's 12, 12 years ago now. It's somebody that 12 years ago, you know, say they wore those are the type of shoes they wore when they were in high school, and now they're, you know, I guess closer to my age. They're like, oh, they have spend money to spend. They're like, oh, I remember that really cool pair of like I got this pair of called like Nike Air Jordan Spizikes. They look so weird. They're from like 2009. And I'm like, nobody's gonna buy these. I looked them up. Sure enough, yeah, but yeah, even in a size 16, like I said, they might not sell as quickly, but anybody who wears a size 16 shoe is more likely than not shopping for them online because you know unless you live near a place that has a specialty shoe store, they don't care. Like pretty much most stores will max out like for the normal stock of shoes like men's size 13. That's pretty much like the cutoff. I would honestly, I'd probably be. I probably wouldn't even like. I wouldn't comp them as long as the price was right for the shoes at the thrift store that size and they were not falling apart. I'd just grab them. Yeah, Nike. I mean, super easy. You look it up, Nike, and then there's the on the tag will be a code. It's a 6-digit number, a dash, and then a 3-digit number. The 6-digit number is like the model of the shoe, and the 3-digit number after the dash is like the colorway of the shoe. So these Nike Air Force Ones I'm listing right now, the style code is 315122, and then dash, and then the color is 111, which is the triple white. It's the white on white on white. All right, so just move to my PC and how wonky the chat moved down on my screen. If you go hover over, like go to the video and hover, there'll be an option for default view, like theater or mini player. If you put it in default view, it should put the chat beside like the chat on the right side of the video. If it's in like theater mode, it'll put it on the bottom. I don't know if I explained that correctly enough because I'm in YouTube Studio right now, so I can't exactly see the options, but I think that's what there'll be like hover over it in the bottom right. There'll be a full screen option. Then there'll be if you're in theater mode, there should be a thing that says default view and then mini player. If you hit default view, it should bring the chat. You got it. I know that only happened not that long ago, like a YouTube update, because it never used to happen to me. And then a month ago, I went to go get in a live stream, and the same thing. I was like, why is the chat all the way at the bottom? I kept scrolling down the chat and having to scroll back up to actually watch the video, and it was just a pain in the ass. All right, Nikes are listed. Got two more of these pairs that I photographed. I'm gonna list, and then I'm probably gonna cut this off. It's almost 1 a.m. here, so you got me for like 10 more minutes, Kyle. I appreciate you coming here and sticking around. I said it's always nice to have a little bit of company when you list, so you're not, by yourself. 10 minutes, right? Yeah, you're West Coast, yeah. I see. I mean, I'm a night owl anyway. I mean, I'm gonna, get off here. Nice chatting with you too, man. Get off here, and I'll probably still be awake for another hour, but I'm gonna go relax, maybe watch something. As I try to some time for not working, because I mean, work all day, come home, and as much as I do love reselling, at the end of the day, it is still work. So, all right, yes, submit. There's 12. Choose. Right. Try to recharge your body and mind before they have to be recharged away. Absolutely, absolutely. Took me a little while to learn that, especially coming up when I was younger. Working in restaurants, I was working 70, 80 hours a week sometimes. Working 12, 13, 14-hour days, and coming home and sleeping for 4 hours and getting back up and doing it again. It's no way to live your life. I got a way better gig now. I'm not killing myself. I'm doing 45 to 50 hours max, and it's a breeze. Cool. Yeah, I mean, all I can say is to just do it. Um, can't hurt anything. I mean, that's when I first started this channel, however long ago it was, like 8, 9 years ago. It took me like a year before I actually uploaded the first video that I recorded, because I was just so about it. But once I did the first one, it was a lot easier. And then kind of do it for yourself, I guess, is the way. You're not doing it for anybody else. That's why I did this. I literally selfishly like, oh, I'm gonna go live just so maybe one or two other people will hop in, and I can have some company. So yeah. If I'm not already, Kyle, I will make sure I go pop over and give you a sub. That way, if and when you do ever decide to go live, I'll get a notification for it. So, and seeing as you're West Coast, and yeah, I'll probably be awake when you go live late. So, all right. All right, listed. All right, man. I'm gonna get off here and go unwind for an hour before I go hit the hay. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. If you're in any live streams around, I'm sure I'll see you. Or if not, I'll probably pop on live again soon. Who knows? But all right, peace.